and my co-host here, Queen B. How you doing, Queen B?
I'm fantastic and fabulous. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm feeling marvelous. Marvelous, as they say. Uh, it did. Can you give me some ice water? So we took about a week, or say almost about 2 weeks since the last time we did a episode of Earning and Learning, and we know we got time to build up a little extra information, a little more stuff going on. So it's good that we got away from the screen for a minute, but now we back in full effect mode. I got a little background for me, a little CNBC business going on, so that'll get us in the right mind frame and all that good stuff. But I know you got something you want to talk about. Starts with a C, ends with a O. So I'm gonna let you go. What you saying about crypto?
yes. First of
Tell
all,
us.
peace, love, and light to everybody that's tuned in with us. This has been a fantastic month for Bitcoin. Well, not just Bitcoin, cryptos. Um, so where y'all are with cryptos? Maybe one day we'll do a show that's going to actually tell you how to get into Bitcoin coin that you decide to get into. But what I will say is that time is right. Any cryptos. I know, have you been on Twitter, or if you're following the big boys on the various news channels, but everybody's talking about crypto. Elon Musk put 1.5 billion into crypto, into big. Apple has come out and said that they're thinking about putting 1.5 into Bitcoin. A couple of the banks today and said that they would start taking coin for and this came out and said, which is really interesting. A credit card came out and said that they are now taking XR, which if you're following XRP kind of sort of had a little problem with the FCC, but rumor has it that they worked out a deal. XRP, which is they're coming out the game long now. Elon Musk been
Mm.
talking about Dogecoin, which Dogecoin is another one that took off. When I got into Dogecoin, it was less than and now it's up to 80 cents. When I got into Bitcoin, which was back in maybe 2012, Bitcoin was like maybe $600 for one Bitcoin. As of right now, one Bitcoin is almost $50,000. You got a lot of people are pouring right now. A lot of people aren't really comfortable with it because they feel that it's not backed by anything. If you look at the dollar's not backed by anything either. Litecoin is all the smaller coins have jumped up. So I would say to divide, well, to definitely, some people are saying 1% of your portfolio in crypto. I have more like 20 of my portfolio in cryptos. It is my baby. I actually went and looked at my crypto portfolio and it blew me away. I mean, it is smashing everything else that I have. I mean, I was like, whoa. Um, Definitely something that I would say look into. I'm gonna say this. This is not financial advice. I'm nobody to do this, but I am saying this is another avenue for you to make some money. For me, I don't spend it. I do what they call hodl. Hodl means to hold. So I buy crypto. My baby is Bitcoin, but I buy crypto. My babies are Ethereum, Bitcoin. I have Ripple. I have Chainlink. I have Dogecoin. I think I got about 10 different ones. It's ways to get free coins. I did on Coinbase. I did a coin called Chainlink. I got 4 of those for free. I did not pay not one penny for them. Now those 4 coins, $100 in value. That was any money out there. I mean, not all I had to dedicate was time. It was 3 1-minute videos that I had to watch. Question, and they gave me a complete coin. So those are a way to diversify your portfolio. Um, Bitcoin went 10,000 to 40,000. Actually, it's 47,000 as of now. In a watching that portfolio go from to almost 50,000 a month, I'm like, woo woo. I had another
Ha.
account where I was teaching a queen how to um, Bitcoin. So I bought $20 back in August, and I left it on. That's where I get all my cryptos from. I left it on Coinbase. So when I crypto, keep up, not crypto. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. I was kind of watching it kind of creep. So one day, another queen hit me up and she said, "She'll one day," and we really never really because that's my baby. And
Right.
so she hit me up and she said, "Can you show me some Bitcoin?" I looked at my account. Now, this was an account that I bought $20 worth of Bitcoins. This was August.
Mm.
Now here in February, that $20 is now $326.
Mm-hmm.
$20 worth of Bitcoin back in August. That's how much it has jumped. So there, I mean, intimidated by Bitcoin because it's 50,000. Don't be intimidated by that. If you're going to buy $20, just get into it. You have other coins that people are kind of chasing the drain with. Ethereum is 1,500. You got Litecoin. When I bought Litecoin was $15. Now one Litecoin is like $175. So for me, crypto is making me more money than the stock market. Now, don't get it twisted. I love the stock market. I love investing that side, but right now, my baby is crypto. You have to be very, 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 very with crypto. Buy your crypto platform. I use Coinbase. Have Binance, which I was messing with Binance today. Me, Binance is not user friendly. Bittrex, we haven't messed with too much. They got another one that I was messing with today, but get into it. You could get it on all the young kids use. Cash
Cash
App.
out.
The
Mm-hmm.
only thing about if you're gonna buy crypto, cash own it. It belongs to Cash App. The only thing you could do is sell it. People are day trading Bitcoin. You can, and you could get it on PayPal now. PayPal has, I know they have Bitcoin. I know they have Ethereum. I know they have Ripple. The only fall is it's not your coin. So the only thing you could do is sell it and get your money. But if you want to, like, say $200 in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin goes up 100% that day, you can 100% profit and be out the game. That's if
Mm-hmm.
that's where you want to go. They're predicting right now one Bitcoin is going to be worth 100,000. At the rate it's going now, I'm just like, but to see it go from 15,000 to almost 50,000 was enough to convince me
Right.
to look at my account and see that now. I'm like, well, I mean, if I wanted to about a Tesla car, I could buy me a Tesla car, Bitcoin, and be good.
Right.
I mean, pay it off in Bitcoin. Um,
Right.
so
That brings
it's
me to a
definitely
point.
something to look into.
No, I was saying that brings me to a point. You was talking about buying the car with Bitcoin. I guess we should bring up that Elon Musk is now accepting Bitcoin if you want to buy a Tesla. So, for all those
Yes,
looking to buy a car with Bitcoin,
yes.
Elon Musk said, "Come on with it," and it's a good move because it could go
And
that he ends up getting more
he's not the
value when
only
you
one.
buy it. Well, yeah, Bank of America.
That's what I was getting ready
Uh,
to say.
no, not Bank of America. Bank of New York Mellon, BNY, and Mastercard and PayPal, like you said.
Yep,
And I think there was one or two others they mentioned today that they're all
yep.
accepting Bitcoin. Oh, one other thing. There's a bank called Alaska Bank. Oh, I'm Anchorage Bank. Anchorage. It's called Anchorage. It's an
Really,
actual Bitcoin bank. It just came.
really.
Well, it's been out. It's just it's out there. You can look it up. Anchorage Bank, and they're the
Okay.
first established, recognized as a bank for Bitcoin. Now, how they're going to play into this
You
whole
said
thing?
Anchorage.
Anchorage. I guess you have to figure out how they're going to
Okay.
play into it. But he was on one of the shows today, the CEO, uh, and the thing about it
Okay.
was because one of the commentators was asking, "How do you value Bitcoin?" Now he was asking a question that they ask a lot of different companies, and that's like, how do you come to your valuation? Now, most of the time, people come to the valuation with a normal company. You got your assets, you got your liabilities, you got all this other stuff, and you have a valuation based on the potential of earnings and things like that. And the guy didn't have an answer because he said it's really kind of based on kind of along the lines of gold. You know, gold has a value
Right.
based on what people believe is worth. You know what I mean? It's not that you can't eat it. You know what I mean? You can't wear it. Well, you can wear it, but
Right.
you can't really do anything other than what we normally do with it right now. So the guy was kind of looking at the I guess the commentator was looking at him like, you really didn't answer my question, but okay. So check it out, Anchorage. I'm trying to see if I can see it on here. See if I can
Okay.
pull up the exact name. But yeah, it's an Anchorage digital bank,
Okay.
and I'm actually looking at it,
Anchorage Digital
federally chartered,
Bank.
just like the other
Really?
banks. Yep, it's the only one of its kind. It just, like I said, I just came
Wow.
across the information today. But what that says is this is, it's another step toward legitimizing Bitcoin. Anchorage becomes the first federally chartered digital
Not only
asset bank. The OCC has given Anchorage
wow.
Digital Bank National Association the green light to launch the first federally chartered digital asset bank. So, yes, it's actually federally chartered. There you have it. So if you're not
Wow.
sold on this being the real deal
Wow.
Holyfield, I don't know what to tell you. So I spend my time researching these back of the room kind of things so we can bring it on to the earning and learning and let folks know what's happening. Cause stuff is going on all around your
Wow.
head.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead.
Yes, it's like Musk put out there about Dogecoin. Um, it took off. Say when it was less than a penny, and now it's up to 80 cents. Fastest growth than any there. Um,
Right.
trying to think.
Well, it was a
Ethereum.
joke at
The
first.
only thing that I'm gonna say about yeah, yeah, but I'm looking at my bank account. It ain't no damn joke now. I'm laughing
It
all
ain't
the way
no
like
joke
woo
now.
woo. But I'm gonna say this: if you are gonna get into any of the cryptos, hold. Um, to go out here and take a coffee is stupid. I'm gonna just be straight up with. Now, if you're gonna go out, people this with Bitcoin. See, Bitcoin has been used for a while. It's just no one's really telling you that. However, if you're going to go out here and buy that with Bitcoin, no. I would say get your digital currency and hold it. If Bitcoin was to get up to say $100 and you say, hey, our money, and you want to sell it, you're good. Even if you don't have another, even if you don't have another Bitcoin, you got $150,000 that you will just know that when you sell it, you got to pay taxes on it. Because now, Papa Sam got to sell it. You pay taxes. But long as you're holding it, you don't have to start trading it and stuff like that. You get into waters. But for me, I just hold it. Just hold it. I told my son years ago, get into Bitcoin. I got into it when it was within reach. And now I'm waiting on it. I'm like, you done missed the dip a couple of times. Stock, even if you just start putting
He said, I'm waiting
$20
on
a
the dip.
payday, if you buy, like, I said, you done missed the damn dip, boo boo. But, like I said, little $20 that I had is now
Yeah.
300 and some dollars. So fast, but just know, just as fast as Bitcoin up, it could go down. People
Right.
tell you only percent of your portfolio. Like, I'm one of the odd ones because it's about portfolio. But I've been in Bitcoin for a minute. I've been digital currencies for a minute. So I could kind of afford to put 20% in. But for people new to it, make it 1% of your portfolio and find one that you like. I like to get more than one coin, like Ripple. I think I bought $400 worth of Ripple. So Ripple right now, when I got Ripple was 1 cent. Now 45 cents. So you figure even if Ripple goes up to 500 coin, I'm good. Got $500 worth of Ripple.
Right. Exactly.
So you into something where you could get more coin. Then that way you're like ching ching ching. If you have one coin and you want to cash out, you kind of done. Unless you have. Now I still purchase Bitcoin every month. I might say $20 this month. I might say $100 this month. So you extra money over your coin if you're one people that only have one coin. Same thing with Ethereum. Try to stay to where a little bit more than that one coin. So let's say Ethereum is $1,500. So you about 15, maybe $1,600. Still have that one coin, and if you want out everything, over one coin, you still could make a little bit of money. Just so that that once you cash out, you're gonna tax on
That's true.
it, and then you could switch over to the stock market. Because off too, even though
Oh,
it's slow, it doesn't move as fast as crypto. But the stock market
right.
doing some things too. Now, what do you think about that GMC, GME, and all? What's your opinion on that?
Wait, what do I think about what?
The game stock and all of that. What do you think about that?
Oh, that's
Get back to
well.
Bitcoin.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. I just wanted to uh, say that was the most informative message for Bitcoin ever. And if they ever need a spokesperson, we know who to call. That's for sure. Because
Oh yeah.
you are absolutely excited and you're all in. You put all your chips in like a poker
Yes.
game. You're like, I'm good. I was gonna say a couple things about that.
Well, I'm gonna tell.
Let me get a little bit of back.
Well, hold on. Let me say one
So
thing. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait one second.
go ahead.
I have a vision board,
Uh-huh.
and vision board. I said I was going to I didn't say dollars. I didn't say it was going to be Bitcoin. I didn't say it is going to be what? I just said I am going to manifest $100,000. I am proud to say I have what I wanted. I'm not going to say how I manifested it, but I manifested. So
You manifested.
here's what I'm saying.
Well,
Whenever you're trying to manifest something, be specific. If you want it in dollars, make sure you say, I want it in dollars. Because the
yes.
universe give it to you and it might not be the way you want it. So stay
Hmm.
focused and know that you
So,
have the power to manifest anything you
I said that I was thinking. I had a joke in my mind. I was thinking about the Flintstones. Like, if you want $100,000 worth of rocks, we can help you get $100,000. Somebody show up on your doorstep with a whole bunch of gravel, $100,000 worth of gravel. Like the
exactly.
Flintstones, she'd be like, "Well, hey, you
Exactly.
said you want $100,000 worth. Well, this right here is worth 100,000. You just got to go out and see who want to buy some
Exactly.
rocks, you know." But yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I think that's the one thing that we are A alike, C alike on the manifestation and talking about making things happen through our actual, our efforts. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people may have the mentality of, I would say, faith, hope, and non-reality, and then we try to say that manifestation is within our reach. This is within our
Right.
grasp, and we just have to reach out and make it happen. And so the beautiful thing about it was, I was thinking how I would kind of bring in I am and earning and learning, kind of merge them, so that people could make the connection between, because what we've been told is keep money is evil and keep God over here, and so we don't merge them, so we can't really have that apex. Because you make an apex, you need two sides. You know what I mean? You need a plus and a minus. You want to put money as bad, if you want to put it that way. You would put God as good. But I wanted to be able to bring earning and learning and I am as a manifest, to say, like we just said, you manifest these things. You go out and make it happen. You have the ability. All the equipment is within you. It's all within you. Your ability to
Right.
make whatever you want to happen in your life is all within you. All the excuses and all the reasons and all the doubt is also all in you, all in your head. It ain't something that you have to have. I'm talking about the folks who may have that doubt. They are, putting that in their own head. I can't do it because this happened. I can't do it because when I was younger, my mom treated me this way, and therefore this happened. I can't. I can't. I can't. Well, that's the issue. If you have planted that seed, then that's the seed that'll grow. And if you planted the other seed, then that's the seed that'll grow. So your manifestations is well intentioned and well involved. So we right on point. We right in the center. What I was going to talk about was um, someone using an appreciating asset. And I'll say this loosely because dollars, they have a currency, they go up and down, but they're fiat. But when someone takes a appreciating asset like a Bitcoin and buys a depreciating asset like a car, then the math doesn't add up. If they were going to do it wisely, they would take it and put it on another appreciating asset. Let me just say, if they wanted to put it on their house, if they were going to be able to do that, then it would make a little more sense, because if you put it on the house and it appreciates, then you're still going in the same direction. If they put it on the car, it's going to depreciate. So two things is happening. The reason Elon Musk is signing up to that, because you may have handed him X amount in Bitcoin today, but that value of that Bitcoin is honestly, he end up getting 150,000 for that same car, and you're handed a
Mm-hmm.
depreciating
Yep.
asset that's going down. He's handed an asset that's going up. So two different directions. A house, hopefully, if it appreciates, it will go the same direction. So that is a good idea. What you were talking about, how people are taking this and using it as disposable income and going out and buying coffee and these types of things. And again, if we're going to get into the earning and the
That's
learning,
correct.
then we got to talk about the learning. The learning is the part that people keep missing. They be out there trying to earn it, but they still don't earn. They still don't appreciate money. They still don't understand money, and they still keep spending on some stupidness and some nonsense. Just like when I say people are holding bundles of cash on the screen, you could have went and flipped that cash on a good stock, or you could have flipped that cash on some, even Bitcoin, whatever. But the minute you are holding it, it has stopped circulation. It has stopped currency. It has stopped moving. You have taken your money out of the game. It's just like as if you had a dude sitting on the bench in a basketball game. He ain't getting no light. So the learning of money, that's the key part to this whole show. The earning, we get it, sometimes we don't. We get out here, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. Everybody getting it. But what you gonna do with it when you got it? Now, here's the thing. Someone else was talking recently about them saying they like that a lot of people are getting into trading because the ones who don't know how to do it are going to provide plenty of liquidity or what they call non-smart money to the market. So they anticipate that some of y'all are going to get in here
Right.
and throw your money away. And we look forward to seeing you. You know what I mean? So if you don't learn in the earning and learning, then you're gonna be one of those. That's why I keep talking about it. That's why I call it earning and learning. Financial literacy and financial planning. Them titles are significant. Now, out here in the market, they've been talking all day. They want people like myself to get out here and start teaching people financial literacy. You can listen to any of the shows. Listen to CNBC, anybody else that said, yeah, we're hoping to teach these people financial literacy. We want people to have financial literacy. Everybody's talking about financial literacy. So what I'm talking about, the show I put together, they're already asking people out there to do that. I'm here to tell you that we're already doing it. I'm here to tell you that I'm already telling people what it is. Now, whether I'm
Yeah.
teaching about trading, I'm teaching about planning, or I'm teaching about trading, or we talking about crypto like you've been doing. All of this is some education that people are going to need. Because yes, you may come into some money, but without the learning aspect of it, you go back to zero. There's plenty of people in the
Mm-hmm.
NBA and everybody else have big money. Now he on the street with a cup in his hand. There's
Yep.
plenty of people. You got Melba Moore. She ended up in her situation. She was looking for some food stamps. She was a big singer back in the 70s. So we are not. We are good at earning money. A lot of us are good hustlers. We know how to get it. The problem is it needs to come with some financial literacy. So me talking about spreadsheets, me talking about how do you manage money, me talking about the budgets and how do you make your money grow. And even I'm going to get into some trades that I recently had and did some stuff. But if we don't teach them how to manage, control, and hold their money, they're gonna be back on the corner singing over that big old barrel with a pint of liquor,
Right.
like I seen people doing when I was growing up. So that's why I always try to bring it back to the center as to why I even waste. Now I say waste because that's not the proper word. Why would I even expend any of my energy on a show like this, except for the fact that there's somebody out there who need to hear this. And we have a good time. You and I are blessed in that we are
Right.
insightful and we have learning ability. And even so, whatever we don't know, we're open to absorbing and getting new knowledge. That's the
Get
key.
up.
And I'm not claiming to be a
Exactly.
guru. I'm just saying what I know. And you're not claiming to be a guru. You're just telling what you know. But you're also open to learning new stuff.
Far from
That's the key to any
it.
good, not just, yeah, relationship is built on that. If I get with a person and they're not willing to learn nothing new, and they say, oh, this is me, this is how I'm going to be. Well, you know what? You know, me and you, we ain't going to never see eye to eye. Because I'm always in
Like,
learn
see
mode.
ya.
I'm like, teach me something. I'm like,
Right.
I'm a student. Teach me something. I'm ready to learn some more. Because I think this world is an exciting place if you're willing to learn from it. If you're willing to open your eyes and avail yourself to the
Right.
possibility that I don't know every fucking thing, that I can learn something new. And that's what makes it worth living. All that other stuff, like I said, some of us get up in our age. And I remember, talk to some of the elders at the time. I was a youngin' myself, and they'll say, "Well, I've been this way. And I'm old enough. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say what I want to be. I'm gonna just be stuck in my ways." Well, that's cool, but you know what? That's how life can get real boring. because you ain't really trying to. Life is a big,
Right.
a classroom. It's a classroom. It's education. It's fun. It's exciting. It's adventurous. You should be like, hey, what's up? Oh, there goes something new. I'm gonna learn that. What's up with that? That's what should be the mode. Not, oh, this is all I got and this is all I'm doing. Well, I'm not knocking you. If that's the person, that person wants to be that way. God bless them, or universe
Let them do
bless
it.
you. I
Yeah.
step back and I let them do it. I let them be who they're gonna be. So, but that thing about the Bitcoin is a great, exciting new area. And when I say new, I mean new as in it's
I
now taking center
love
stage.
it.
It has,
I
like you
love it.
said, it has been around. It has been around. I told you I was trying to buy the light. It was a version that was given Ethereum. The actual Bitcoin miner was a light version, and I actually went back on my phone to try to buy it, and then it said they were out of stock. So now they're on the black market. You can probably find where you're gonna pay all the leg. But then the other regular miner, it takes 220 voltage. So you got to be like in Germany, or you got to unplug your dryer and use that kind of plug, or your stove. It's 220. So the regular one, but the thing
See,
is,
I'm gonna
it
have
burns
to.
so much energy. By the time you get your electric bill, it ain't gonna be worth it. The regular miner
I'm
is
gonna
220
this
volts.
kid.
Check on that dude and tell me how
Hmm,
he doing it. Truth be
I am
told,
because he. I looked at maybe 10, and he had a
mm,
regular computer doing it with a laptop that I have to go back and I have to look. But Big is not the only coin you can mine. They have so many new coins out here that you can mine with regular computers. It just depends on if you want it.
right?
One thing I like
But it got to
about
be worth it.
crypto, you don't have
You got to have
you
enough
don't have
energy
to
because.
well, all of
Go
them are
ahead.
going to be worth it.
Boy, what if your
One thing I
bill?
like
Say if you were mining,
crypto, which is
I was gonna say if you mine some in your house. Let's just say, for example, you mine some in your house, and then you spend $700 on a phone bill, and then you mine 2 cents. Is that making sense? The numbers ain't adding up. Because you got to make sure that your numbers add up. The reason
no.
why people don't just all get
What's
into mining, what would you say?
see,
What's your opinion?
I'm not well versed on that. Like I said, I'm going to watch his video, see what he
Hmm.
says. I to find that. I do have a friend that mines, and him is worth it. He's one of these people that holds mega. Um, it probably takes a lot on Bitcoin. Um, but I do know this: they do have something that you can actually mine, and it doesn't run up your electric bill and all that. But if you want to be, I'm really not into mining, but there are ways that you could get free coins. Like I said, I got Link, I got 7 free coins just from watching those. So if you give these guys that have like Dogecoin, a couple of months ago, Dogecoin, you did nothing about Dogecoin. I mean, Elon Musk come out and say Dogecoin to the moon, and it go no 80 cent. So
Right.
now Dogecoin is the thing, and it's one of these. It's one of these coins where $200 in, and you don't have to feed it anymore. Like about cryptos, you could buy a amount and just let. If you get into these new coins, the altcoins, not the big boys. The big boys, you're gonna have to kind of chase it. You want to constantly. But if you get into these new coins like Dogecoin or XRP, I threw $400 in XRP. I'm not buying no more XRP. XRP will sit over there and do what it do. Um,
Right.
so you could get some of these coins, and you don't have to chase it like you chase stocks. Like I invest in CVS. CVS been kicking ass lately. Returns like
Hmm.
that Bitcoin did. I mean, Bitcoin was like up 165% in a day. I have
Hmm.
not seen that on my stock. So it's a way to watch your account. Um, just like that show you should say, set it and forget it. That's what
Yes.
you do. You little bit and make sure you got. a couple of coins, you put it away, and look at it 3 and 4 years down the road, and you're gonna be like, "Whoa, this is
Mhm.
kicking butt." My stocks, as opposed to my stock. But I will say this: it could go up. Our coin go from $20,000 all the way back down to $3,000.
Right.
I mean, it really didn't phase me
Mhm.
because I bought my Bitcoin for any money. Now, what I was talking about earlier when I said make sure that you have extra money beyond that. So everything that was over, I was pull out $7,000. Now, this before you had to pay taxes on it. I was able to
Mhm.
pull out $7,000 and still be good,
Mhm.
So that's what you want to be able to do. To do is take that extra money and then go stock market.
Mhm.
The stock market it's risky, but it's not as risky as crypto. Crypto, um, you have private keys. Don't ever, 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 ever keys. Um, you want to maintain your crypto. You can leave it on the platforms. I large amounts. I wouldn't like. I got XRP on Coinbase. I think the amount that I have on Coinbase is like $79. I'm not worried about that. All these little teeny coins that I have, I leave them. My Ethereum coin, my Bitcoin, my Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Wrap, all of that is off. So it's a lot you got to learn before you venture into crypto. But for me, it has definitely been well worth it. I mean, you could tell I'm so excited about it. You just to
You
watch
are.
an account go from 15,000 up to 57,000, 47,000, whatever the hell is that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
In
Yeah. I mean,
my lifetime, I've never seen that. Never
right.
seen
Everyone is excited about
it.
the rise of it because it was just all of a sudden it just happened like boom, and it just went like you said. I think 2018 or 19 or 18, it was about 3,000 or something like that. It wasn't in 2020. It was at 3,000. I think it was at 3,000
Right.
in 2020, and like around
That's
March.
what I was
It
going to
was
2020, it was at 3,000.
yeah, it was around 3,000 in
Yes.
March of 2020.
And
So
now to see it at 47, yes.
yeah, that's a rise way. The return is way beyond any of the current day stocks. But I will also say this: those percentages that you mentioned, they do happen in stock, but it's only certain types of stock. And most of the stocks that people hear about are what they call large cap, and I think we talked a little bit about it. Large cap is kind of like most of the things that people know about. Let's go with that. And small cap, which is kind of like people don't know about it. So the percentages on the small cap, there is a lot of risk as well. But the difference between the small and the large is that the dollar amount that you can buy, like the small cap, is a lot smaller, the dollar amount that you would buy. And most of the run ups
Right.
that they have is during a particular episode, a particular thing, what we call a catalyst, has happened in that particular stock. For example, it's called Telray. I did Telray the other day. Telray is a weed stock, and cannabis is on the map, on the rise. And Telray did a merger, uh, a deal with a company called something pharmacy, but the letters were GWPH, and that was the merger. So that was the catalyst behind why people were getting behind that particular weed stock. But there were other weed stocks. So with that particular stock in that particular day, it might have went up 237%. So for example, I bought something at $30, and 2 days from that day, it was like $67 or something like that, like the next day. And then the end of that same day was like
Yeah, but
about
see,
$52.
okay,
But it's
see what
not
you're
the
saying
same as
though.
the crypto.
you're saying that
It's smaller.
right, because crypto, it went from 15,000 to 1,000. I haven't seen no
Right.
stock do
That's
that. You show me a stock that did that. I
no,
haven't
no,
seen
no.
one. Stocks. I mean, you
I
would have
mean
to
the
put.
percentage.
Now I'm looking at the money value. If that account went
No, okay. So yeah, see the difference.
$8,000 to forty-seven thousand
Right. You're
dollars.
looking at. You're
That's what I'm
talking
talking
about the
about.
dollar value. I was talking when you said to me about 165% change.
Right.
I was
You talk
saying those
yeah.
percentages. Yeah, the percentages
Right.
themselves will happen within the small cap stocks. It will be what they call a run up. It'd be like in that particular
Okay.
day, it might go up
Okay.
265% if it's one of those stocks that's hot.
Okay.
But like for so let's go if we were to compare the apples to apples. So if someone was going to take $15,000 for example, and they buy $15,000 worth of this particular stock, they're going to get more stock simply because the stock is, let's say it was $5 of stock. I'm not saying that dollar amount.
Right.
The crypto is a better deal. That particular scenario,
Right.
crypto is a better deal, 100%, without a doubt. I was just saying how when you talk about percentages and increases, some people would be more
Right.
comfortable maybe putting up $500 toward a stock that's worth like $5, and then they see the run up, and then they come out, and
Right.
then they
Right.
feel good, and then they go back in. So when we talk about the education of people when it comes to the money, sometimes some pictures are so big that's like beyond their belief. And even though we know it's true that the thing did run up from 15,000 to 47,000,
Right.
we
Right.
also got to give the
Right.
alternative of baby steps. So if we only give them one alternative, it's like a all or none. If you're not in this, then you're not in nothing. Then they don't really have no possibility of really seeing the light.
Right.
So I try to give them like alternatives. Like, okay, this is a good look, but maybe you can start here with some baby steps, and maybe if you feel confident, then you can start taking. But the crypto is a no-brainer. Like I can tell you for sure, when I think about all of the
It's
it's
easy.
easy. It's so easy. And it's like the people that are throwing money left and right on the dumbest things, they really could have, like right now, because
Throw it on
all I can
crypto.
picture, I picture all of these music videos and all of this money being flashed on Facebook. I'm like, dude, could you imagine if all these people with all these stacks of cash and all these photos putting on something like crypto? Now, if you were talking about people coming up, you talking about people making a better way? We right now have a better way. We right now can pretty much
Mm-hmm.
formulate a 40 acres in the mule situation, if you get my drift. If
Right.
GameStop, that's my segue,
Right.
can come together as a group of people, a group of strangers, and link up and push a stock in the direction and the way that they wanted to do it and control it, why not us? You
We
telling
can.
me
You know,
you got a stack, right? You got a stack. We got a stack. Everybody got stacks. Everybody showing on Facebook.
a,
Instead of you thinking about how you can
a lot
really,
of black people got in on GameStop.
oh, you think I don't
Right.
know? Hey, look, you know who was putting the word out? Who was putting that every day? I was showing you, hey, look, his was hot, and you can look on there. You'll see GameStop on there on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, I
So
saw it.
people
I
know,
saw it.
right,
Yeah, I
right.
saw
I know what's happening.
that GMAC.
I know what's happening. Trust and believe. We Tilray, it just did the same thing, and there's more to come. But see, the thing about it with me, I understand what I'm reading on the chart. So when I'm putting that out there, I'm putting it out there with the confidence, knowing that I've done a little bit of insight. I've studied what the news is. I've told you what's happening in this, that, and the third. So I feel good when I put them out there. But the thing is this: people that trade day trading is different from investing. Those stocks that I offer to show people on that particular day are good for that day, because that same stock will probably
Okay.
go left the next day. I didn't give it to you for the next day. It's the money for the day,
Next day. Right.
right? That's day money. That's you
Right.
getting it today. Because if you think about the hustler mentality, we trying to get it today. Well, guess what? These stocks is for today. Go out and get it. And if you get it, good. If you don't, boom. And even within that day, you have to be careful because it could take a dip. You have to understand how the candles read, and whether that's where you got to understand. And like you said, Bitcoin is like, here's put some money in and forget about it. So on some people level, that's a good look, and it's even easier. Like you said, it's easier for somebody to do that than to think about how to figure out how to read a candle and if it's going to go take a dip and all that other stuff. So, whatever
But
works
they got
for the.
charts for.
Oh yeah, I know that,
I've been following the
but ain't
charts
nobody
for
trying to
Bitcoin.
read if they. Nobody look. Ain't nobody trying to read if they don't want to. They don't want to read no charts. They're like, look, I just want to make the money. What I do? I don't care about this. I want to make money.
Well,
I
I'm
want to
gonna
make
be
some
straight
money.
up with you. That's all I did.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's all I did with cryptos. I didn't read
Yeah.
charts. I went
Right.
to see what they were about, see why was this coin
Right.
different from that coin. I was like, do I like the vibration of that coin? And if I like the vibration, I threw some money in it. I didn't look at no candles. I didn't read no
Right.
charts. I just threw money. It paid off. Now
Right.
with my stock, I'm a little bit different. Different
Right.
with the stocks.
You on the other side with the
I
stock.
definitely
You
want to
trying
get
to
in
do
there.
all the good names.
I'm real. Look, I be like, no. So
So wait,
I'm a little bit
let
more,
me ask you, why are
little
you
bit more.
more why would you be more skeptical on riding with those on the risk and you're not worried about risk on that? Why you don't have a risk aversion to one side versus the other? What makes you say, well, stock, oh, I gotta make sure I pick only the ones I researched, and why do you feel that way with stock when they have more data? They have more available data to make a decision on. And this doesn't have any data to make
Well,
a decision on.
crypto,
So why do you go with that one?
the cryptos do too. No crypto data.
Yeah, but
You just have to go to the site.
why do you not like the other one?
With
Why do you not like
crypto,
the why do you say
it's
I
like
gotta play it safe?
for me, crypto is set it and forget it with crypto.
Okay.
Whereas over the stock market, it's still really, really manipulated. The GameStop opened up a lot of people's head because people had no idea what short was. People had no idea that these were manipulating the stock market. They had no clue.
Right.
So when GameStop came along, this little team of millennials, they said, we gonna go up against the big boys. That's when people
Right.
start paying close attention to stocks. Not that you late, you can. They and dump. They
Right.
will take the price low, the by the price, people start and they start selling it. And then the big boys come up and buy it. So it's
Right.
manipulated on the cryptocurrency too. However, with the
Right.
crypto, I've been so long till I would have a lot to lose my initial investment. Whereas on the market side of the house,
So remember you said that you would put a percentage.
it's a little bit different.
Remember you said you would put a percentage
Go
toward
ahead.
that. So what would you advise the people as to what they should do with the
I
other
would say,
percentage of their money?
this is what that's what I said. Don't do what I do. Portfolio of mine is digital currency. Everybody else, I would say 1% of your portfolio because crypto is not as stable. Um, Prime example, last year, Bitcoin went from 20 all the way back down to 3,000. The stock market takes hits, but not big hits like that, And like with the market, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you can down because like when Bitcoin, Ethereum went up, Ripple went up, Litecoin went up. So to me, it's kind of like a small fund. Um, you
Mm-hmm.
also have the small index fund on the stock market side of the house. Risky you want to be. Like for me, with the I'm more out there with the crypto than I am on this side of the house because this side of the house I see a dollar amount. And it's easier to wrap my head around $100,000 opposed to one Bitcoin. I can imagine with 100,000, but like with Bitcoin, you really say one Bitcoin is $100,000 or Bitcoin is $47,000. You just say Bitcoin. Whereas on this side, I'd be like, portfolio on this side is $20,000 in there. So I'm going to focus because I don't want to lose anything from that 20,000 side because my head is wrapped around that number 20,000. But over here on the crypto side, I mean, if it go up, if it go past $50 for me to take, and I
Mhm.
don't foresee it ever going past $50 no more. It might go down to 3,000. Foresee Bitcoin going past $50. So I would lose my $50. I guess that's that I had. If it was to go from, I'll probably be upset now if it went from 40. Well, not I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But to be really protective on this side, because like I said, it's that seeing that $20,000 goes to over here. I never worried about Bitcoin. So this side, I'm not gonna say I worry about it as much. I baby it more, but over
Mhm.
here, I don't worry about it at all. As long as you got people like Elon Musk, Kanye West, and in there. What's the guy from Kiss? What's his name? Um,
Oh, you talking about Simon? Simon,
the one with
Paul. What's his name? Something Simon. Simmons. Gene Simmons.
he's on now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he done talked about Dogecoin. You got what's his
Your
name? One of
camera's
the
messed
rappers.
up. Oh, there you go.
So many people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's on this side. So you
No, it's
got
okay
so many
now.
people that are beefing up. They are, it's like all they got to do is mention these coins and they go up.
Mm-hmm.
They just go up, up, up. You don't really hear nobody stressing the stock market. Now, I will say this: Tesla has been going up. It's like every single I start talking Bitcoin, I noticed that his stock is going up too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if they say like Tesla said Dogecoin up, it went from 1 cent up to 5 cents. Everybody starts saying the new thing that the millennial is Dogecoin to the moon or Bitcoin to the moon, going to the moon. So it's just to see the stock market side would be like if somebody could say Tesla is going to take off, or somebody would say CVS is, and CVS would go, but it don't really happen like that over there. It
Well,
I,
I'm happy
I
to say
wish,
that
I wish, but I will.
I'm happy to say that we now have at least one lane that people can totally understand easily, and they can easily see it, like you said, and it allowed them to maybe be encouraged to do it. But I also say this: I'm willing to teach, and as I've said before, I'm going to a classroom mode to teach anything that has to do with finance, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's stock market, whether it's investing versus trading,
Right,
whether it's the financial preparation that gets you to the point that you can be involved with investing. I'm willing to teach all of that, and that's what the classroom mode is all about: taking people to a point where they can be handheld and they can be confident that when they move forward, that they're moving forward with enough knowledge that they can make a good confident decision. Because to me,
right,
knowledge is power. So I can give them a lot, but at the end of the day, the best thing they can take away is the knowledge. Like my parents would say is,
right,
you know, you can teach Peter how to, fish, or you can just be fishing for Peter and keep on handing Peter fish. I'm here to teach Peter how to
right,
fish. So that's why for me it's about giving them a classroom setting, giving them the right tools. And again, we talk about going from the basics of talking about credit, talking about how that affects your situation, how you borrow money and how that could cost you based on the fact that you have no good credit history. Then we talk about the finance and investing, which is what we talk about here today. How do you make a decision on what to get involved in? If you're talking about getting involved in something on a long-term basis, you want safer stock. Like you always mention, yours is more on the investment level, on being more safe versus the more adverse or progressive is the term we use, investing strategy, where now so many people are home and unemployed and in their home. They have time to actually learn how to trade and watch the stock market. Now, here's the other factor. Trading, you always leave the end of the day in all cash. I don't have to babysit because we go in all cash at the end of the day. Investing, you have to continue to watch it because you're not going back in cash. You're being at risk for that particular time or whatever level of time you're keeping in it, and until such time you're at whatever level of risk. It could be a great risk, and I'm not taking away from either. Both are necessary. Both are emphatically necessary. Um, but the theme behind trading is that you cash out at the end of the day. That's the whole premise. You do not hold stock overnight. We go back to cash. Now, I can go to sleep and I ain't worried if my cash
Now,
gonna
do
change
you
because it's in cash. But then when you
do
come back the next day, you start back again looking for a new list of
taxes
stocks.
on that?
Huh? I didn't hear you.
You paying taxes on that?
Any
I
yeah,
said,
you
are you paying taxes on
let me
that?
get and let me give you insight on that too. Being an accountant, you have short-term gains and long-term gains. You pay taxes on short-term gains. You say you pay taxes on your long-term gains, and just like less like you said about cashing out. If you have a stock and you haven't sold it, you don't pay any taxes. If you have Bitcoin and you haven't sold it, you don't pay any taxes. Anytime you sell any asset, no matter what asset class it is, there's taxable
Okay.
implications behind it.
Okay.
That's just tax 101. It don't matter if it's
Okay.
short term, long term,
Okay.
midterm, tax
Okay.
101. So, yes, you will pay
Okay.
on those scenarios, whether it's a short term or long term, whether you're investing it or you're not, all that's going to be the same. You will have differences when you talk to types of
Okay.
on different types of accounts, like an IRA account, an individual retirement account. You have a certain amount of time up to age 55 that you have which you can hold that money in there and get certain type of money out at a certain time or invest in certain types. So all of that Roth IRA, all that's in a different realm of investing. But as far as the trading is concerned, no matter what you do, anytime you sell an asset, Uncle Sam's looking for a piece. So that it doesn't change.
Okay.
Um, but as far
Okay.
as encouraging people to want to be involved in the trading aspect, I have pre-market trading ability. I have what they call institutional level trading. Like before the market opens at 9:30, because I'm with Merrill Lynch, who is a board member of the New York Stock Exchange. They have a seat. They have prime seating. I trade the same time they're trading. The retail trader that starts at 9:30, that's what you normally hear about, day trading. That's day trading. And that's cool. That's part of my thing too. I can do that too. But I get on the other side of pre-market. And so there's also a level within a level when it comes to trading. Then the style of trading. There's gappers, there's
Fidelity has
scalpers.
that.
Right. You could go within any number of the institutions, but you have a difference between pre-market trading and market trading and aftermarket trading. Because I've done trades after
Right.
4 o'clock. So again, when you're explaining all of these types of things, most people don't know about all of that. Not even the type of trade we're
Mm.
talking about. Like if I want to minimize my risk when I'm in a trade, I'm scalping. I can buy something in, let's say I take 10,000 shares and I buy a $2 share. It's $2. I bought 10,000 shares of a $2 stock, right? Now that $2 stock might could be going up to 7, but it could be going 2, then 250, then 3, then 350. Now I can either A, wait till it goes all the way up there and then sell, or scalp, which is get in, get out, get in, get out. I'm never, because my money's here. The minute I see it go
Right.
totally south, boom, I still got my money. That's technique. That's what you have to learn as a trader. That's not something that you just know
Right.
offhand. That's called scalping. Then there's dips, which is you buying when it dips
Right.
down. Now there's dip on the up and
The
dip on
dip.
the low. I'm up here and I want to sell. That's a short. I'm gonna sell it. It's gonna dip down. I'm gonna borrow the stock. Boom, come back. I think I did a nice little trade the other day. It was about $500 or whatever. But the dip. So all those individual things or techniques and things that have to do with trading. Strategy. There's different strategies. There's so many different levels to it. Now, if we get away from trading and talk about investing, now that's different. There's two different types of analysis. There's fundamental analysis and there's technical analysis. Fundamental analysis
Right.
is talking about the health of that company. And if you're looking at it from where you look, you're looking at how good is the company. You're looking at what's the chances of it to be around in 5 years. You're looking at what are they doing, what kind of business they're in. You're looking at it from a fundamental standpoint. So that's your angle when it comes to investing, and that is investing. Technical analysis is looking at momentum. What happened today? Oh, they merged. Oh, what happened? Oh, something. That's technical analysis is looking at what happened that
Right.
day, and based on that day, if you go to the top percentage of gainers, you'll see momentum of a stock going up or down, and you can make money on the up or the down. The down you selling short, so you make money
Right.
either way. There's been stocks you can ride that stock
Right.
all day. I can make it on the up, then I can make it on the down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all strategy. That's all learning. That's not, that's not something that happens to every day. And in our community, we are not taught that kind of stuff. What we're given is the safe path. You don't know what you're doing. Why don't you do a mutual
Right.
fund?
Like I take.
You don't know what you're doing. Why don't you do an ETF? Meanwhile, Joe over here is making money hand over fist. He's doing Wall Street, the movie, money making. And he's telling you, give me your money and see me in 5 years. Now, he don't flip your money 5 times in one day when you handling it that day. By the time you get down there, you feeling all happy. You made 6%. Joe done made 39 or 40% one day. That's investment banking. But you're
Right.
too scared to learn this
Right.
part. So what you do is you say, oh no, here you go, Joe. And that's what they want. And that's what we don't want. We want to be like Joe. We tired of relying on Joe. We want to be Joe. We want to make the 30% in one day.
Right.
We don't want Joe to make 30 and hand me a 6% fire down the line and I'm all happy 6%. Joe done made 39% in one day. And 5 years later, Joe done flipped and flipped. That's why investment banks are where they at. They got scared money. Now, mind you,
Yep.
it ain't a black or white thing. You can get you can get a rich old person who know nothing about the stock, and they cut them a check. Here, Goldman Sachs, invest my money.
Exactly.
So it's not just a matter. It's a matter of dumb money. People that saying I ain't trying to learn that. If it wasn't for y'all, there
Right.
would be no liquidity. In order for them to be able to do this, you need people handing me checks. Now let's get into some particulars. When you look around and you see all these little gimmicks to try to get you to hand money, those people looking to take that money back to the market and flip it. There's so many gimmicks. I can sell you this cup and say $5.99, money back guarantee. I don't care if you keep the cup. What I need is cash flow. So 10 people send this. I send this out to
Right.
10 people. 10 people send me money. Right? 5 people keep it. 5 people want their money back. By the time 5 people getting their money back, I done sold to 10 more people. I just need cash flow. And then when I get cash flow, I go to the
Right.
market. What the banks do, whether it's investment bank or savings bank, they need your money in their account. And they said, I'll give you 2%
Mm-hmm.
later. And then they go over here and make 15% a day. And then down the line, you're like, oh
Exactly.
yeah, I got paid. And they got paid. Now I want to be the one that gets paid. I don't want them to get paid. I need to make myself smart enough so I can be
Right.
the bank. Be the bank. That's what I teach. So you could be the bank. So now you're not worried about what because you know what the hell's
Right.
going on. You know what I mean? You know how you know what's going on. So I like the thought that we have safe avenues that allow people to feel confident about investing is a beautiful thing. But the thought that we can master what they've been mastering is priceless. Because when you start
Right.
mastering this and when you start seeing how we linking up, now imagine all of us having said knowledge and linking up. Well, that's GameStop. That's GameStop.
They say Reddit. That's what Reddit did. They
Right, right,
and
right,
everybody pooled that money and they took
right.
off. They
That's
took
how
off.
that's how black folks could come up if they really wanted to. If somebody's willing to show you game and you willing to learn game and you willing to invest in game and put your money where your mouth is and put something in that's long lasting, you could teach that to your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, your uncles, your grandmothers. I had a aunt was making 10 G's a month with rent money and social security checks and VA checks. Could you imagine if she knew how to trade? This is something you teach, like somebody teaching an Italian kid how to make a pizza. You know why pizza are so successful? They
Right.
teach it to their son and teach it to their son and teach it to their son how to flip dough. Well, I'm showing you how to flip dough. I'm here to show you how to flip some dough. So
But
that's
see,
my mission. My mission is to go way beyond us feeling safe. It's to get us a little bit unsafe. Because guess what? COVID got people unsafe. They're like, oh my God, I can't rely on a man to give me a check. I can't rely on employment. Oh my God, I gotta have my own way to make it. Oh my God, I gotta be self-employed. Now, no holds barred. People like, what the hell? It's on me now. So I love crypto.
right.
I'm gonna love crypto. I think it's a great opportunity for many people. I think it should be part of the portfolio, and they should be excited about it. And I want them to have that plus the knowledge of all those things, because whether I teach you forex or options or calls, I had a call for Tesla. I had a call a 420. Hold on, got to get my plug up here. I had a call for Tesla once. This is when Tesla went from, it was like between 420 and 500. It was stalling at 5 and then it was bought back down. And can you still hear me? Because I had to plug up the charger. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So I brought a call for 420, meaning when that stock goes up to 500, I want to still get it for 420. That's what a call is. You get it at a discount. You could sell the call to somebody who's out there, say, I wish I can get this for 420. And they turn to me and go, hey, can I buy that coupon? And I'll be like, yeah, here you go. I don't have to go and buy the stock. I can sell the option itself. Or I can exercise the option. I'm gonna go ahead and get that stock in my portfolio for 420. And now I know it's something for 5, I'm gonna get it for 420 because I bought this option. That's that in a nutshell. So a lot to be
I think
said. What happened?
I think a lot of
Go ahead.
people
I'm
kind
sorry.
of shy away from that because they feel, especially me, it is just, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's too much work. I don't want to be tied to no computer. I don't want to have about putting in no stock. I did forex, I did all of that. It's just not me. So people have to find what you're comfortable with. I think most of the people that's in my age group, they're comfortable with the IRAs, the 401ks, and that's their comfort zone. Millennials, they are into that scalping, day trading, been there, done that. It's not for me. It is not
Mm-hmm.
for me. It's a great way to make money. I learning the candles. I Bollinger Bands was my favorite thing to use, but it's for me. You could tell my enthusiasm is over on the crypto side. It's a lot
Right.
easier. Um, it's just easier for me. I I tell everybody to put a little bit somewhere. Um, bank accounts, no. I mean, your bank account, use it for your safety nest. But if you think that you're going to make the money that he's talking about by putting your money in, no. Get your money out the bank. The only money is your emergency fund. You got, don't be like me. Please don't be
Mm-hmm.
like me. I told this I did a certificate deposit, and I'll do that again. Never, because it's just like he said a few minutes ago. The bank took that money off of it and gave me $6. I could have took that and put it into crypto, and woo, you know. So find ways that's gonna make your money. I don't care what bank you. Some people like, oh, where the bank is giving me percent. You could put it in an IRA, put it in a up under your IRA. Because see, a lot of people think that when you get that you can't buy stocks up under IRA, and you can. I Tesla up under an IRA,
Yeah,
so
you
you
can.
can.
You can.
So it's better for you to take that money into a money market account or IRA or something like that, where you're going to get more than that little 2% or that you're getting in the bank. But see, nobody's out here telling you that.
Yeah, you can't
Nobody's
get a
you
you can't get a
to
margin
only
account
use
on
the bank
IRA.
for your emergency fund.
Yeah, you can't get a margin account on IRA, but you can do a regular account.
Yeah, yeah, because that's what I had. What my IRA?
No, you can. You can buy the stock. What you can't do is
Okay.
the margin
Yeah,
is like when you want to borrow it from the company and go short. You can't do a short with margin in that. You can buy
I
regular
would
stock,
no.
yeah.
See, I'm not doing all that. Yeah, you getting too technical. See, I don't want to do all that. But the point that I'm trying to get to people is to make your money work for you, and it's
Yes.
easier ways to make your money work for you. Like into swing trading money as you make it, lose just like that. That's I else will either be safely in my IRA, or I'm going to start putting more money over here, crypto side of the house. But if you're putting money in the bank and you think that your money's going to grow in the bank, you're a damn fool. I'll be the first to tell you. And that's the problem with people in my age are so focused on the bank. They're focused on that safety of the bank, and don't grow. Your money
Mhm.
safely in an RA. Just make sure you get with somebody like DJ Fat Cat that's going to teach you how to safely hold your money in an RA account. One young guy that I watched, Keenan. Now, one thing I like about these millennials, they're out here doing the same thing. Like he comes out and he tells you a stock pick. He tells you need to know about that stock. He tells how much they're in, how much money they're holding. I mean, I was impressed because this boy is only 20 years old and he balling. When they show you their accounts, they already got 100,000 sitting in there. So these boys, they're telling you, okay, you got $100. We're gonna buy stocks. I'm not at that point while I 100 of those
Mhm.
stocks. So don't be intimidated when you DJ say what he's saying, because he could break it down to where if you want to buy $20 worth of a stock, he know how to tell you that, even though he's not saying that right now. Because with a lot of these options, the only way you're going to make these options buying 100 or more stocks. I'm not buying 100 of nobody's damn stocks. That's just me. He has the potential. Let me tell you, he done gave me some, sent me in the morning. Now, I didn't do the day trade he did. I took it, I went over to Fidelity and I bought that stock. And I'm going to tell you, let's say which one it was. But when he told me that stock, it was $2.30. At the end of the day, that little $2.30 stock that he gave me, it tripled. It tripled. Feel intimidated thinking that you have to put a lot of teach you how to
Yeah.
take $80 a month, and it's going to make you some money. A lot of people don't think you're gonna make fast. Put $50 in Bitcoin, you might make some fast money. But he's good. I'm gonna tell you, he is good. Little list every day. I don't swing trade. I don't day trade. I look at me. especially when he give me those energy stocks or those weed stocks, and I hop on. I hop on them. So find what's gonna work for you. Don't be, because I'm sitting here listening to him talking. I'm not doing all that. I love the fact that knows how to break it down. If you want to invest $10, he can put you on a $10 a month plan. He might look at you over here with this budget and see if we could take some money from here, put a little bit. But don't let him fool you. You how to take $10 a month and you can make money. Now, if I had $10 extra a month, you know where I would throw it at? Bitcoin. I would throw it in Bitcoin. Do something. We as a people, and we don't like getting into the race thing, but we as people have to stop being afraid to take chances. We have to reach out to each other and say, look, help me, and a lot of people want free. Sometimes the information that you need, you got to pay. You have to, I call it investing in myself. Um, I'm one of these people, I do a lot of research on my own, but I do pay for services when I feel like I need it. Like Bitcoin, I didn't pay for no service for no Bitcoin. Just jumped out there and did it. And I got lucky with it. But be willing to invest in yourself. And I can vouch for him because he has given me leads. I actually told family, look, y'all need doing this. They didn't do it. I told them invest in Bitcoin. They didn't do it. But just find what works from you. And if you don't get nothing from what we tonight, start somewhere. If you got $5 worth of Bitcoin, watch that $5 grow.
Right.
I guarantee you that $5 is going to grow faster than anywhere else you can put it. You're not going. I'm quite sure some penny stock. One day you need to do this. Is what I want you to do one day, and I'm gonna let all the talking this day. I want you to class on penny stocks because people think that penny stocks are a penny. Clue that a penny stock could cost $16. They are impression that a penny stock is a penny. So if you could just do a 30-minute class,
Hey, look, if
what penny
I'm gonna
stocks
do
are,
more than
because
look, I'm gonna do more than that. Like I said, I got classes and they ready to go. I'm looking to do classes, that's for sure. But I know the penny stock is just one area
okay,
of
okay,
expertise. But for the most part, the the uh the thing that you said that's very interesting is about there's two ways of doing things, right? You got slow and steady wins the race, the tortoise and the hare. Remember that story? And sometimes people need it slow and steady, meaning they ain't all trying to hit the lotto at the same instant. And that's a good look for somebody, and even what we call a good lick in the South. And others just want slow and steady. So they have to
right.
have they have to have options. So if you on slow and steady, we got slow and steady. If you want a quick lick, we'll get you a quick lick. It's a matter of what they want to do. And then the perfect scenario is if you can find a balance between your quick lick and your slow and steady. I believe this much. Like a good relationship, it's slow and steady. You stir the pot like you stir some good roux in Louisiana roux. You got to stir it slow and consistently. That's a good relationship. You got to go slow and consistently. And it just builds up and it thickens. Think about making some good roux. You can't stop moving that spoon. You got to keep on moving it, but slow and steady making that roux. And that's a good relationship. And when you find that, you found the best thing you could ever find, which is consistency. Consistency, persistence, holding steady, holding the line. So remember you said you got started later in life when it came to investing. But you found your avenue, your
Much
lane.
better.
No matter what age you start at, it's that you start. One thing Steve Harvey said is, you know for sure if you do nothing, it's 100% sure you ain't gonna get nothing done. But if you start, no matter how late you start, it's a possibility that it could turn out right for you. So you did the best thing. You started. You started. And then you got excited. And then you got me. And then you got excited, started me.
Like tied rope. As soon as they release that certificate, we about to do some things with those.
You got to
We
do
about
something.
to.
You got to do something, man. You got to do something. See, and so you this the thing is you're not gonna find whether it be Queen or me in any old place on any old day. We in a special situation. And it's a good thing that we found you, the audience, the members, the people, we the people. We bringing it to you. We bring it to you. We try to give you what you need, but as a respect of people's time, energy, and of course their money, you should try to reciprocate. You should want to do something that helps the people that help you. You should want to make them eat like you want to eat. It shouldn't be a matter of why am I doing this or why am I paying that. It should be a matter of I want him to eat like I eat. Why would I want the next man to starve?
Right.
As it said in the Quran, one for your brother, what you want for yourself. Simple as that.
That's
Nothing
right.
more, nothing less. Because if someone takes the time out to give you something and you feel they should have nothing, think about the inequity of that. Think about that for a second. Let it marinate. It doesn't even make sense. A person taking their time out of their day for no reason at all, I walk away making the same money. But if I stop and look around and say, hey, let me reach back and help someone, wouldn't you want me to eat? Think about it. Unless you just have no sense of conscience, that's another story. Because I'm really taking the time out to show you a better way so you can enrich yourself. Real talk. Same thing with Queen. She's telling you, hey, you could have watched a couple of videos and got you some free Bitcoin. She ain't have to tell you that. She ain't have to tell you that. So as I said, we are two people that you're not gonna just see us out anywhere all day, every day. That type of person or those type of people. They don't just be everywhere. You got a lot of people who's selfish. You got a lot of people who don't know what the hell they talking about. And you got a lot of people who don't care about other people. But we care about y'all. We care about you, the people. We care about what y'all got going on. So that's why we reaching out. We're putting it out there as a platform, earning and learning, giving you the enlightenment, giving you the enrichment, giving you a platform, giving you an opportunity to change your life. Queen B, you want to take us out? What you want to say? You got any last words?
Buy some Bitcoin. Even if you just buy $10, $15, buy it and leave it alone. Don't touch it. Just leave it alone. Even if you buy Litecoin, if you buy Ripple, whatever. Right now, I would definitely say Bitcoin. You could get Bitcoin if you want to buy a worth of Bitcoin more transaction fees. Ever just put a little bit in there and just leave it alone. Just ride this wave right now. Even
Right.
if you put $5 in there and next month you take it out, you probably go $50 from that $5. So you done made some money. So on this crypto bandwagon, don't listen to what people say about kids are being sold with crypto, kids are being sold with dollars. The negative stuff that you hear about crypto, a lot of people are totally against crypto. Don't let it stop you from putting money on the table. I mean, this was an excellent show. Um, if you want to hit me up, how to do a Coinbase account, you could join the Coinbase free. You got other ways to make crypto. If you refer somebody, if you use my referral link, and you don't have to use my referral, but if you use a referral link, you get $5 in Bitcoin. So it's get free Bitcoin. Now you're not going to get one Bitcoin, but you'll get a fraction of a Bitcoin. So do something today that you're going to be proud of tomorrow. Be it you get in the stock market, you get Fat Cat, teach you how to set up an away from Robinhood and all those little places. Go to more Fidelity, Merrill Lynch, all them
Merrill
stick with them.
Edge, Merrill
But do
Lynch,
something
Merrill
today.
Edge. Yep, and
Yeah,
you can also buy
just do
fractional shares.
something, you know.
Absolutely. You can also buy fractional shares of stock if you don't have the means to buy whole stock. You can go right to what's the guy's Charles Schwab is selling a percentage of stock, so you can also do that as well. If you feel like you want to
Fidelity
do Bitcoin,
does it too. Yeah,
Fidelity. That's
Fidelity.
that's what I'm talking about. Fidelity. Yeah, I think Charles Schwab is doing. I think they're all doing it pretty much. But Merrill Lynch, I don't
All
know
of them do
about
it now. Yeah.
fractionals. I deal with Merrill Lynch. I don't know if they do fractional because I've never bought a fractional, but whatever it is, you can find fractional shares as well. So that's definitely the case. Whether it's a fraction of a crypto, a fraction of share, you just have to get started. And I would be so safe to say, even if you decided we would go with $100 to get you started in an account and get you headed in the right direction, that could be even enough to change your life. You'd be surprised. I've seen people take $500 accounts and turn them into $1 million accounts. So I might take $500 and put it on some crypto. The way you done sold it,
Let's
I'm gonna put about
do it.
I'm gonna put a
Let's
thousand.
do
Look,
it.
I'm about to put 500 to 1,000 a month because I need to get it.
I know that's right. I know, I know, I know.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. This is another segment, Fat Cat Capital, Earning and Learning. Fat Cat Capital is the sponsor. I'm your host, DJ Fat Cat L, and my co-host Queen B. We hope that this show has served you well, and tune in again next time, and we'll be talking to you real soon. Take care. Stay woke.
Peace, love.